Hello, welcome back to the Remake tutorial series. So in the last video, we saved data to our current users database. In this video, we want to display that data to the page. So let's go here. We're going to see this is our full database right now, and this is the users database. So what we want to do is just take the data in here and put it into the page. So all we have to do is replace this hometown dance recital with some curly braces, and this is using the Handlebars templating language. If you don't know Handlebars.js, I would suggest looking that up so that you can follow along with this tutorial. Okay, so in here we're just going to say header text, and what we don't want to do is use dash. So even though that's the way that Remake uses it on the attribute, that's only because this is an HTML attribute and we want to use dash attributes for that. But Remake actually behind the scenes converts this into camel case, which means we use header and then no dash capital T text. So we separate words with a capital letter to denote that it's a new word. Okay, so that's enough about camel case. So let's save the page and let's go back, and we're going to see we have exactly the same data here, except this is being rendered from the database. So this is a necessary step in Remake, because once we've tagged the data and rendered the data dynamically, then it's just one small little step before Remake has created a front-end database for your users out of your existing page. And then when you drag elements around on the page, it's going to drag them around in the database. So things are about to get really exciting. Probably the next video is where that happens. Sorry to hold you in suspense, but let's do the hard work of just rendering the data right now. So it's not that hard. We don't have too complicated of a data structure here, but we have the stacks thing. So inside of the stacks, we have a bunch of, I just want to undo that. We have a bunch of elements in here, and yeah, each one has a class of stack. So if we just search these, we have 5 different stacks here. Okay, so we can actually delete every stack except for the first one. And the reason for that is because we just need a template of the stack in order to render all of the rest of them. So we're going to search for the next stack, and we're just going to delete everything from here on down all the way to the end, and get rid of that div. And now we're going to just have a for loop to loop over the stacks. So we have stacks at the top level, so we just need to say in here for loop curly brace hash for stack in stacks and end curly brace, and then we're going to just go down to the bottom here and end that for loop. Okay, and let's just indent this. And if I save that and refresh the page, what we're going to get is this first stack over and over again. So boom. Because we're trying to make it into a template for the rest of them. Now don't worry, we didn't lose our data because we didn't save this new page yet. And we're not going to save it until we get all of the data back in there how it should be. Okay, so the next thing we should do is probably render our stack heading. So where are we getting that? So stack heading is right in here. So we're going to just render in here stack dot stack heading. Okay, and now the stack heading should be dynamic. Boom, awesome. Okay, working good so far. And now we have another array in here. and this is under the key stack list. Okay, so now we just need to render, let's see what it is. Just called stack list right here, and you can see the elements each have some card text on them, and they represent the cards. So we're going to do for, I think probably a good name is, oh, probably a good name for this one would have been card list, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so we'll say for card in stack dot stack list. And so now if we wrap these correctly, it's just going to be one card, because again, we're just going to use that one card for a template, as a template for the rest of them. We can delete the rest of these cards. Okay. Trying to figure out. There we go. I think I got it. Yep. And that's gonna close the stack. Okay. So hopefully that hopefully that worked. Now if I refresh, we're gonna get a different number of cards for each one, but they're all gonna be the same text. So now we just need to make that text dynamic. So again, let's just go back here. We're looking for card text here, and that's just going to be on the card. So right in here, we're just going to render in card dot card text in camel case. Now if we refresh the page, boom, we've got all of the data rendering just as it should be, and we are very close to having a dynamic application now. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video.